What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silverhunter back, and it has been a good long while since I've been able to make some content for you guys, and we're going to kick it off here in the middle of January with a big one. We're going to do a $1,000 $1 coin hunt. We're basically hunting through some Susan B. Anthony and likely some, not likely, definitely some Sacagawea, presidential dollars, hopefully some innovation dollars, all kinds of good stuff we're hoping to find in this box. It will be part of our Hunt and Fill series, and we'll go through these books here in just a second because I want to show you where we're at before we dig into the coins. So with that, I'm glad to be back to making some content for you, so let's get started. So before we get going, this is a continuation of a challenge from one of our channel members. His channel name or his handle is Shakerin, I believe is how we pronounce it. It's been a while since I've said it. I hope I got it right. Let me know in the comments down below. But he sent me the presidential dollar books and challenged me to fill them with BU specimens found only from coin roll hunts. Well, since then, I've gone ahead and bought the entire series of books. So we have our Susan B. Anthony's, our 2000 to 2004, 05 to 08, of course, the two books donated by Shakerin. We've got the Native American dollar, from 2009 forward, and I have added the innovation dollar books from 2018 all the way through 2029. Quick state of affairs, we're not going to open them, but complete here. We're missing 2 coins from our 2000 to 04. We're missing 3 coins from 05 to 08. Only 2 coins left in this volume 1, and I'm sure there's probably some upgrades still to be found, so we'll be looking for nice even better BU specimens that are already in here. A long way to go on this volume 2. Still about 25 coins to find, and pretty much everything in here could stand an upgrade because these are a lot harder to come by. Our Native American dollars, we're doing okay with 14 out of 32. And then from 2018 to 2023, we've only got 7 of these guys, and none because this is a brand new book starting in 2024. So let me go ahead and put those aside. We've got our dollar box unopened from the bank. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's been a while. Let's see here. What are we cutting? I think we're cutting right here. There we go. Let's have a look together. Now, dollar coins are pretty tough to hunt live simply because there's so much that you don't care about in these coins. I do have a document in the description down below that talks about all the various NIFCs, and there's a ton of them. Most of the presidential dollars and beyond, and even really from I want to say 2002 and up, were really not intended for circulation. So lots of NIFCs to find, but once you found one, it's not real exciting. But we'll be going through all these, and I'll pull you in anytime we find something interesting. Special coins you definitely want to be looking for. You want to be looking for that 2000 Philadelphia Wounded Eagle. You want to be looking for that 2000 Philadelphia Cheerios dollar. You want to be looking for that 1979 Philadelphia Wide Rim Susan B. Anthony. There's a couple more. Again, document description down below. Make sure you check it out. And if I find any of those coins, we'll definitely bring you in and we'll talk all about them. So I've wasted enough time chatting. Let's go ahead and get into these coins. I'm going to go ahead and open one here live on camera, but like I said, not really much to see other than we've got a couple of real nice shiny ones in there. Let's just check the shiniest one just to see what we got. We've got a 2005 Philly, so right there in roll number 1, we have ourselves an NIFC. Don't know if it's going to be an upgrade, but anything shiny we definitely put to the side to check sporadically throughout the hunt. Let's see here, just a nice James Madison and a decent Thomas Jefferson. Okay, well, I'll be going through each and every one of these, looking for those varieties and seeing if we've got any upgrades. So hopefully I'll bring you in soon to show you something cool. So we finished getting through roll number 1, and you did see that 2005P we had. I did find one of the Native American dollars. This is the, I can't even pronounce it, the Haudenosaunee coin, and I have found much nicer versions of this. And one of the telltale signs that you're going to have an innovation dollar is that you don't have a year on the front. So you're going to know pretty quickly that that's going to have a pretty interesting reverse for you. So make sure you check those out. Those are all not intended for circulation coins. I only hang on to the really, really nice ones. I did want to take a second here because I did mention a couple of the 2000 Phillies that you're going to be looking for, and I wanted to talk about them really quickly. We did come across one just stunning 2000 Philly here, and this would probably go in the book if I didn't already have one nicer. But the two coins I called out earlier were the Cheerios dollar and the Wounded Eagle. So the Wounded Eagle is going to have a sort of a die crack through the breast of the bird, of the eagle, right through here, and it's really long. It goes all the way through. I'll find a picture on Google and throw it up here so you have a good idea of what you're looking for. It's also in the Strike It Rich book, which I've talked about the last couple of videos, but it's really easy to see. I have a coin that a lot of new coin roll hunters may look at and go, ooh, I found one, I found one, I found one, because, you know, we've got a little bit of a gash here through the breast of the eagle, and the problem is that is post-mint damage. That is not a die crack that goes all the way through the bird. So when you're hunting dollars, make sure you have some reference images to look through so you don't get too excited about not finding what it is you're looking for. Now the Cheerios dollar, again, I'll throw an image up on the screen, but the really easy way to tell is you look at these tail feathers and you will see super defined notch lines in these feathers. And that's how you'll know you've got a Cheerios dollar. And those go for pretty big money in high grade. So make sure you are checking those out if you are hunting dollar coins. Just broke into roll number 2, and it was about the second or third coin off. We've got ourselves a William McKinley, which is the 2013 year, and I know I don't have one. There's a Philly and a Denver. Super low mintage NIFC. That's what the little A is here, not issued for circulation here in Red Book. Philadelphia, a little over 4.7 million. Denver, a little over 3.3 million. And if you don't know, the year and the mint mark are etched into the side of the coin, which also makes these dollar coin hunts a little bit difficult. But we've got ourselves a 2013 Philly. I know that's upside down for you, but there it is, right side up. So we're going to hang on to this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a book filler. So we're in roll number 4, and we've come across our first innovation NIFC of the hunt. This is the 2020 Connecticut Gerber Variable Scale. I know that because I'm looking at the book. We've got the Denver. I already have this. It might be an upgrade to the book, so we're going to go ahead and put it up there. If we check real quick for mintage, that 2020 Connecticut Denver, only 435,325 in existence, if I'm reading the right number. So super low mintage. And as I had them spread out, I did notice we had a little coppery, bronzy looking guy back here that's not American. We've got, it's Elizabeth II. What do we have? We've got a new pence. So a 2 pence piece from England, more than likely. This is definitely bronze. I don't remember the exact makeup of copper. But that's also something we're going to hang on to. So pretty cool. Do we have a year by chance? I do not see a year, so no idea how old this guy is, but still pretty cool. Oh, right there, 1971. So same roll, just a couple of coins later, we've got ourselves another NIFC. We've got a Theodore Roosevelt. This one is a 2013 Philly, so we're going to hang on to this, see if it's an upgrade, or maybe a hole filler. Roll number 5, and it was the second coin in. We've got ourselves another Presidential Volume 2 coin here. We've got ourselves a John F. Kennedy. Let's see if we can find a mint mark on this guy. That looks like a Denver. Nope, it's a Philly. 20-something Philly. I've got it over here. Kennedy, looks like it's a 2015, so a little over 6 million minted. So we're in a roll number 6 here, and this is turning out to be a pretty darn good box because I'm finding stuff that I don't normally see. This guy just came up and awfully shiny, awfully new looking. We've got ourselves a New Jersey Innovation Dollar, and it looks just spectacular. Let's see here if we've got a year on it. It is a 2019 Denver. There's the obverse of the, I think this is the obverse of the Innovation Dollars. So very cool. Let's see here. We said that was a 2019. I think we said 2019. No, we didn't. Yeah, 2019 New Jersey. So if it was a Philly, 521,000. See, I've already forgotten the mint mark. I'm so excited. It's a Denver, actually. So let's check that out. New Jersey, Denver, 476,275. And I was peeking ahead a little bit, and something else jumped out at me. Now, this is one of the Innovation Dollars. This is the treaty with the Delawares. You can see it down here on the bottom. Pretty cool design. We've got Sacagawea on the front. And this one is I think a 2018 maybe? It's really hard to see. Looks like a Denver. So maybe it's a 2013. Let's see here. 2013. Let's check out the mintage on that guy. Treaty with the Delawares, Denver, 1.82 million. So another pretty cool find. Definitely going to be a book filler because I don't think I've ever seen that one before. So wherever I put it, I don't know. I just dropped it. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it. So we're into roll number 9 here. We've come across something we haven't found before, and that is a proof Susan B. Anthony. And you can tell from the frosted finish and the mirrored background on there that we have a proof. We'll also know from a San Francisco mint mark, because almost all proofs come from San Francisco. Now in Red Book, I've already turned to my page here. There is a Type 1 and a Type 2. Type 1 appears to be the most common one with a little over 4 million minted, and they haven't really listed the mintages of the Type 2, and apparently the Type 1 is a sort of regular S or a rounded S, and the Type 2 is a big old flat S. So let's check it out under the scope, see what we have. And to me, with all of the wear on this, I'm going to say it looks like the regular old, plain old rounded S. I don't think it looks like that one. So anyway, still pretty cool. Never found a proof Susan B in circulation before. So we've gotten into roll number 14. Now along the way here, we did find a couple of Gerald Fords. I can't remember if they're Phillies or Denvers. I'll put both mintages here up on the screen. But in roll number 14, we've come across another Presidential Volume 2 book. Definitely going in the book. If there's a hole in it, might be an upgrade if it's already filled. But we've got ourselves a Lyndon B. Johnson. And this guy looks really, really spectacular. He is a 2015 Denver. So we've cracked into roll number 16, and we've got another, I believe, will be book filler. We've come across another Presidential Volume 2. This one's in decent enough shape that I would plug it in. We've got ourselves a Warren G. Harding. See right there, it's upside down, but we've got ourselves a 2014 Denver. And I'm just piling up all my Presidential Volume 2 books, and along the way, I did find another McKinley, so now I have a Philly and a Denver, so we're going to be able to fill both of those holes. But that Harding, I think we said we had a Denver, 3.78 million, so pretty cool. Very next roll, number 17, we've come across another Harding. I wasn't going to bring you in, but about halfway through the roll, we came across a Herbert Hoover. And again, I think this is going to either be an upgrade or a book filler. We've got ourselves a 2014 Denver again. And I've already got it up on that page. The Herbert Hoover, Denver, 3.78 million. So we've gotten into roll number 19, and we've come across our next presidential dollar that's in a volume 2 book. This is Grover Cleveland. Now, there are 2 variations of this coin because he was president twice, separated by a term in the middle by Mr. Harrison, it looks like. And this was his first term, 1885 to 1889. Now let's see if we have a mint mark on here. We got a 2012 Denver. I don't know if I need that one. I know I've got at least a couple of these. I just don't remember if it's the variation 1 or 2 and the Philly or Denver. So you can see we had the variation 1. We had the, I believe I said the Denver. It might have been the Philly. But either way, there's both mintages, 5.4 million and 4 million. There's the variation 1. There is the variation 2. If you're interested. Still on roll number 19, about halfway through the roll, we've come across our next NIFC, and this is a Native American dollar. Sacagawea there on the front. Not really a very nice coin, but it may be a book filler for now. This one is called, what is it called? The Native Hospitality from 2014. And let's see here. I always turn it the wrong way, but we've got a Denver. I'll put the mintage on the screen. Breaking into roll number 21 here, and we've got another Volume 2 President. Harry S. Truman, he's a 2015 Denver, it looks like. So hopefully another find for the book. So we're up here on roll number 23, and I was starting to think we were going to get through the box without finding one because I have found one literally in every box I've hunted, but it is the 1979 Philadelphia wide rim. And that's where this rim is extra thick and nearly touches the 1 and the 9. I'm sure I've got another one around here somewhere. Here's one from the pile. You'll see how far away that rim is from the 1 there and how far it is from the 9 on that guy. But on this one, it's the wide rim, and so they're just about kissing. So not a lot of value in this. It's not in great shape. I'll see if these things are selling on eBay and throw a comp on the screen, but I do hang on to every one of these that I find. So same roll here, roll number 23, and just a couple of coins after that 1979 Philadelphia wide rim. I picked up the Zachary Taylor, and if you see the background, it just caught the light a little bit funny, and it made me look. I was gonna throw it in the pile to go back, but if we look at the edge here, you will see we've got ourselves a, if I can find it, 2009. That's an S mint mark. So this is a San Francisco proof. Now, it's a pretty terrible proof. It used to be gorgeous, but not any longer. So we're all the way up here on roll number 31, and we've got a ton of stuff on the board to get through at the end of the video here for a wrap-up, but we have come across another proof. This time a President Volume 2 proof. We got a Herbert Hoover, and if we look back here at the date, we will find that 2014 S. So pretty cool. I'll throw the mintage up on the screen. I don't have my book handy right now, but that is our third official proof on the hunt. So we're getting through that same roll number 31, and we've come across a Native American dollar here. This is, I already looked at the date. It's a 2022 Denver, and this one is known as the Eli S. Parker. And let's see if I can find that date just so you guys can see it here real quick. There it is, 2022 Denver. So we've gotten into roll number 36 here. We've got our next Volume 2 president here. He's a lot of people's favorite. We've got ourselves a Ronald Reagan. And he was a 2016, looks like a Philly. Ronald Reagan 2016 Philly. We are at 7.1 million minted, so pretty cool. I think I've got one of these in the book, but maybe not. We'll see at the end. Just a couple of coins later, same roll, we've come across another Native American dollar. This is another one of those 2014 Native Hospitality coins. 2014 Philly, it looks like, and it looks like it's a little bit nicer than the one we found earlier. So that may upgrade the book. So again, same roll, it just doesn't want to quit. We've come across our next Volume 2 president here. We've got a Lyndon B. Johnson. And this time we've got a 2015 Denver. And let's see here, 2015 Denver, 4.2 million minted. So we're up here on roll number 38, if I got my numbers right here. And the last two rolls have just been full of Native American dollars. I ended up coming across 4 of these in the last 2 rolls. That one is the Wampanoag Treaty from 2011. I find these quite frequently, and none of them are great. Maybe that one might be an upgrade for my book. But we did come across one of the, I guess, newer innovation dollars here. This is the polio vaccine, Pennsylvania, from, let's see if we can find a date real quick. That is a 2019 Denver. Now, I've found this one a couple of times. This one's in pretty decent shape. We'll check it at the end to see if it's an upgrade. Roll number 49, and we've got another Native American dollar here. This is definitely something new for the books, or at least I'm pretty sure it is. This is the Code Talkers coin from 2016. Looks like it's a Denver. I don't have the mintage here. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. 2016 Code Talkers, Denver, 2.1 million. So pretty cool. Again, I keep dropping these things. There he is right there. So we're going to add that to the board. Definitely going to be a book filler. So we are into our last roll, and we've come across another Susan B. Anthony proof. And I don't think I'd ever found a Susan B. Anthony proof before this hunt, and in this one we have found 2. Again, you can see the mirror finish in the back. We've still got a little bit of that frosting on the details, so it's easier to see on the reverse. But the other way to look here is we do have that San Francisco mint mark. Now, they do make, I believe, for 1980, a regular 1980S. The 1980S proof only had about 3.5 million minted. The regular 1980S had about 20.4 million minted. So a lot lower mintage on this guy. Probably only made for mint sets and somehow made its way out and into circulation. But definitely another cool find, and it's something I'll hang on to. So this was an exceptionally good box, and we had a ton of finds, probably more finds than probably since my first video when we first started filling out these books. So rather than try to cover every little coin in here, what I'm going to do is give you a high-level categorization, and we'll dive in a little bit deeper as we punch these things down into the books. But up here, we had our wide rim, foreigns, and then we got one that I didn't bring you in for that was a little bit of a weird, I don't know, it almost looks like it's been burned, but it looked cool, so I hung on to it. Found some really nice early Sacagaweas, 2000s and 2001. They might be upgrades to our books. We did get 4 proofs. Those are just going to get flipped up and kept. We did come up with 6 really, really nice 2005 Phillies. We'll check to see if those are going to be upgrades. Everything up here, I've already checked. These are going to be upgrades for our Presidents of Volume 1 book. Up here, we've got all of our Volume 2 Presidents that we found, both Phillies and Denvers, and we'll be going through those to see what we'll be able to punch down in the book. But if you want to see the individual presidents, they're stacked by president. So this is 3 Herbert Hoovers, 2 Warren Hardings, so on and so forth. And you're welcome to slow down or pause the video if you want to see all the designs. Up here, these were Volume 1 coins that were just blinging $1 coins that I kept to check for upgrades, but I don't think any of them are going to make it. We had 3 innovation dollars that we'll definitely see get punched down in the book. When it comes to the Native American dollars, these are the most common ones that you're going to find. I left them all here. I don't remember the exact count or Philly versus Denver, but we found tons of the 3 Sisters. And forgive me, I don't remember the names of these other 2, but we got lots and lots. This one was blinging, but I've already checked my book and I don't need it. But it came out, turned out to be a really nice dollar. And of course, we do have 4 of the Native American dollars, I think 3 of which are going to be hole fillers. 1 maybe is an upgrade, but we'll cover that in more detail. But tons and tons and tons of finds. So let's dive into each book and see what we're going to do with all of these coins. So for our first book, 2000 through 2004, you can see I needed the 2003 Denver and 2004 Denver. Now, I did pull a bunch of 2000s, 2001s. I did end up with 1 2004 Philly. Unfortunately, it's just not as nice as the coin that I already have in here. The one I have in here is not very nice either. It's just better than the one I have, so we'll be tossing that back. And I did come across 1 2000 Denver that's very much proof-like. I was actually thinking it was going to be a proof when I picked it up because it's got very shiny mirrored finishes. I'm going to hang on to it, but I don't think it's necessarily better than the coin I have in my book. But I do think it's kind of interesting because it does have a very proof-like finish. So I am going to hang on to this one, just not going to place it in my book. If you know more about this than I do, like maybe there were some special strikes of the 2000D that were proof-like, let me know. I'll be hanging on to this one for sure. So let's put that aside. Nothing for book 1. So moving on to book 2, again, we needed the 2005D, and we did come up with, I think, 6 2005 Phillies, all really, really nice coins. I want to say the 2005 Philly that I already have in here is pretty nice, but let me take another quick look. Actually, the one I had on top was really nice. We are going to go ahead and upgrade that. So let's pop that out and replace it real quick. And I guess if I wanted to, I could take another one of these really nice 2005 Phillies and just pop that thing right in there. So we fill that hole, and you can see the rest of the book. We've still got some holes to fill, but it's coming along. So moving on to our Presidential Dollars Volume 1, you can see we needed that 2010 Denver Fillmore and the 2011 Denver Hayes. We did get 2 of the Denver Hayes, both really decent condition. I tend to think this one's a little bit nicer, so that's the one we're going to hang on to. Both were Denver. I checked during the hunt. We also have that 2010 Denver Fillmore here, and I did find a really nice Denver minted John Quincy Adams that's going to be an upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. So there's our John Quincy Adams. And if we get over here, here's our 2010 Denver Fillmore. It's going to go nicely in there. And then last but not least, we have our final hole for our 2011 Denver Hayes. And we have a completed Volume 1 book. Now, there's a few coins in here that could stand small upgrades like the Taylor, but at the end of the day, they're all, I would say, at least high AU to low BU coins, and that is good enough for me. Okay, well, I've gotten my Volume 2 presidential album out, and I've kind of already sorted things so you guys can see where these coins landed. Unfortunately, we did have a bunch of coins we already had. Some will be upgrades, but unfortunately, our Chester Arthur, not going to make the cut. Our Grover Cleveland Variety 1, or Variation 1, not going to make the cut. I do think that this Grover Cleveland, the Variety 2 Denver, I will go ahead and upgrade. I'll do that off camera because I have so many that I need to punch down. But the nice thing is we did get a couple of McKinleys. We got a Philly and a Denver that are nice enough to go in the book. We even got an extra one that is pretty darn nice. But that'll go back to the bank because I don't need it. And this Theodore Roosevelt, I think, might very well be an upgrade as well. So we'll leave that up there. When we come over into the 2014s and 2015s, these are not the nicest of coins, but I'm going to go ahead and plug them in just because I don't see them very often, and we'll worry about upgrading them as we find new coins. But we did get a Harding Denver. We did get the Herbert Hoover Philly in Denver. That Philly definitely needs to be replaced. The Denver looks pretty nice. We did get one Truman that unfortunately is not going to be an upgrade. We did get the Philly and Denver John F. Kennedy's. Neither one terribly nice, but we'll go ahead and punch those down. And we did get a pretty darn good looking Lyndon B. Johnson. And I did get some duplicates along the way that we've got just down here on the bottom that unfortunately are worse than the coins that we have up here on the book. So we're going to set those aside as well. And then when I slide over here to the very last page, we do have, we did get two more Reagans. Neither one are upgrades. We did get the Philadelphia Gerald Ford. That'll get punched in. And I did get another Denver Gerald Ford, but it's just not as nice as the coin that we already have in the book. So we'll punch that down. I'll go ahead and go off camera and get these things replaced and punched down. And we'll get into the next book. Okay, moving on to our 2009 and up Native American dollars. We do have some upgrades and some book fillers here. As you can see from earlier in the wrap-up, the Three Sisters and those other couple of Native American coins that I found lots of, you can see I have really nice versions already up there. The 2014 P&D, hopefully I'll get these right in the right order. Let me check real quick. Where did it go? All right, that's my Philly. This is definitely getting punched down. And I do believe that this is a very, very slight upgrade for this 2014D. We're going to go ahead and get that punched in. We did also have the United States of America Code Breakers coin, which I think that was a 2016, if I recall. Yep, I think that's a 2016 Philly that I have here. If not, I'll fix it after the fact. And the last two, unfortunately, I already have a 2022 Denver that's nicer than the Eli coin that I found. And the last one is this treaty with the Delawares. And let's see here, what year was that? That was a 2013, looks like a Denver. So we're going to go ahead and get that popped in as well. And if I miscalled that, like I said, I'll fix the book after. But even my Native American book is starting to fill in quite nicely. And last but not least, we have our innovation dollars, of which you can see here we do have one coin that's not quite as nice. It's the Pennsylvania polio vaccine Denver coin. Not as nice as it needs to be an upgrade. But we did get that 2019 Denver, New Jersey light bulb that looks fantastic. And we got the 2020 Denver, Connecticut Gerber variable scale. That will also be an upgrade. So this book is starting to take shape as well. Only one lonely 2023 Philadelphia, Ohio over there, but that's okay. So that is the state of the books. So we're all packed up. We're ready to go back to the bank, and we've gone ahead and updated the little flyers on the little cheat sheets here on the front of all of our books for our next hunt. This one was a ton of fun. We had almost $100 worth of finds on the table. We ended up only keeping about $25 worth of them between things like proofs and some extra shiny coins that I just want to hang on to, and anything that filled these books. So at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. If you did, let me know. Drop on down below. Leave me a comment. While you're down there, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new here and you like coin roll hunts, make sure you do go back and check out this entire series, because I've found hunting these dollar coins to be a ton of fun. But please do me a favor and drop on down and click that subscribe button and then click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I do release a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Special shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel each and every month the way you do. It really helps us out. With that, I hope I'm not coming down with something. My voice has changed a little bit. You can probably hear it as I've filmed various parts of this over the last few days. But I do plan on picking up some $50 tomorrow, and we'll do something fun with those. May just be a video. We might live stream. I don't know. Stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.